Welcome to Biology 520 for the 2022-23 school year. This is Pat Abrams, and I'm sorry that I missed so many of you that tried to log into Zoom on Thursday evening. I'm not quite sure what happened. I was on Zoom, but apparently there was some security code. A number of the teachers were battling this, so I'm not sure what happened. But hopefully we'll get that resolved before parent-teacher conferences to give you the opportunity to Zoom as opposed to have to come on campus that Thursday evening in November. But what I'd like to do is basically go over what I talked about on Thursday night, and that is just to welcome your sons to biology. Biology is a required course for the state of Maryland for graduation, as is next year's chemistry course. So this is one of those things that your sons have got to get through. Freshman year biology, sophomore year chemistry, and then they will move on to any elective they want in the sciences. We have a lot of great electives, so something to look forward to. I'd like to remind you that my primary communication tool with my students and with parents as well is our Plus Portals. On Plus Portals, you'll find assignments, you'll find all my lecture notes, you'll find links to the syllabus and links to Zoom and links to the online textbook we use. Anything that I need to get to you will generally come through Plus Portals. And anything you can do to check that on a regular basis, checking for assignments, looking for grades, is really going to enhance your son's opportunity for success in this class. As I said on Thursday night, your son's success is built on a tripod. Certainly your son is part of that tripod. You are a very important piece of that tripod, and I'm part of that tripod as well. If we all work together, it really ensures your son having a great year in biology. And biology will probably be one of their more difficult courses. It doesn't have to be, but because of the immense vocabulary that's required, the number of things that we're going to do that not necessarily they've had a lot of experience with, if they're not focused on what we're doing, then it becomes much more difficult. I encourage you to check grades. I usually upload grades on Thursdays, unless there's a test. If there's a test, I will upload the test grade, usually the day of the test or the day after the test, so that you can see those grades and see how they're doing for the quarter. If you notice that there's zeros, it means things haven't come in. And that's the time you need to question your son and need to question me. What's going on? What is being missed? You can always reach me by email. I encourage you to email. It's the fastest way to get to me. I do check my email multiple times a day. And so we can communicate via email. We can communicate via Zoom, whatever you find most helpful, or you can come in before or after school for a conference. Usually Zoom or a phone call satisfies most of your needs. But whatever is going to be the best system for you is what we'll use. I look forward to working with your sons. We've got a lot of things going on. First quarter is kind of a review. Second quarter, we'll introduce new material. The exam in December, we'll have a review time before that. The time between the time we get back from Thanksgiving and Christmas is so quick. Finishing up a unit, reviewing for the exam, and then administration of the exam. And that leaves us some time in January to get things done and in the new material as that starts to usher in. Third quarter is a lot of new material. It's genetics. It's an exciting unit or series of units that we'll be covering. And it's a lot of work, a lot of new material. And I encourage you to take advantage of all the opportunities your son has for extra help when and if he needs it. I'm available before and after school. You don't need to make an appointment. Just have your son drop in to see me. I'm in 108, which is across the hall from the classroom, and I'm sitting in the office there, and they are more than welcome to come in. Before or after school. I usually get to school around 6:45. Most students don't arrive till about 7:15. That's fine. It gives me a chance to get some work done. but I am there for them. And after school as well, they can come down at 2:30, and we'll work as we need to get them where they need to be. So we also have National Honor Society, which meets during homeroom and after school on various days of the week. And one third possibility is Ms. Diakopoulos, my colleague that also teaches college prep biology, is in DePaul on Monday and Wednesday after school to assist students as needed. But the biggest piece of this is if we all work together, everything's going to work out fine. Your sons will be very successful in biology, and my hope is that they'll have a great year. Thank you again for paying attention and listening to this very brief overview of what I covered on Thursday night. Again, I'm sorry I missed you, but if you have any further questions and that I didn't cover, please feel free to email me at your convenience. I recommend using the email that is found on Plus Portals. A lot of people misspell Abrams. If you misspell Abrams, which is Abrahms, I don't get the email. I do check my email multiple times, as I said, per day. If you email me later on after 8:30 in the evening, I probably won't check my email then, but I do check it in the morning. So I would get back to you the next morning. So again, thank you for your kind attention. I'm sorry I missed you on Thursday, and I look forward to working with you through this year.